For a long time, I felt that a lot of friends of mine, especially artists, were already technically VTubing before the actual term existed. I like to call it Proto-Vtubing. Proto meaning first, primitive, or earliest form of, and I made up a definition for this as a content creator that uses a character slash persona as the main representation for themselves online and in content. But I realized this technically also has a term that exists now, PNG tubing, but this was before that obviously. I think Nyanners is a great example of this. She's used her pink catgirl design mascot to represent herself for years in her videos before adopting the title of VTuber and joining VShojo in 2020 as her current version. And just like Nyanners, a lot of people I knew as Proto-Vtubers ended up just naturally transitioning to full VTubers. So today, I'm going to talk to a few people I knew and felt fit into the Proto-Vtuber category, and hopefully find a little more about them and their history about being a Proto-Vtuber and now an actual VTuber. So hello, Artysaur.
Hi.
Kiuu, how you doing today?
Hi, Justin. I'm good.
Hello, Mr. Porcelainmaid. How you doing today?
I'm tired.
Do you think you could give us a small introduction of who you are and what you do?
Yeah. I am Artysaur or Arty. I am a purple-haired, funny fox spirit VTuber, and I do variety streaming. So I play games and art and just chatting. So I am a streamer, though I kind of haven't streamed in a while. And when I started, I really only did art. And I think within the first year of me streaming, I was slowly able to branch out into League of Legends. But yeah.
My name is Porcelainmaid. I used to be a sexy sack of man meat before I died and my soul got trapped inside the body of a sexy female doll. I do game streams, art streams, just chatting streams, and all around I do a lot of different kind of collab content and solo content. And if you're still confused, you can think of me as a bisexual's wet dream, because that's what I am. That's about it.
Thank you. So, how long have you been doing content creation for, and what inspired you to do it?
Probably, I feel like 8 years or so. Actually, on the 22nd is my 4 years of streaming.
12 years. I started when I was like 10 on YouTube doing Halo videos. And I kept with that for like maybe 3 to 4 years. And then I went to Twitch after YouTube failed. And then I did a year of just streaming normally. And then I switched to VTubing because a friend told me to do it.
I think I started streaming because I saw a lot of people playing League of Legends and stuff and making friends through streaming. So I was like, oh, a new outlet to kind of like make friends and meet new people. I started streaming mostly though, because like my friends wanted to see what I was doing at the time. So I was streaming a lot of art. So they just watched me draw and hang out. And then people also like slowly came in as well, like people I didn't know.
I started content creation because I don't know, probably because I was lonely. I didn't have a lot of friends. So generally, I was just doing it to make a community to talk to. And Twitch streaming was perfect for that.
I think the main thing that had motivated me was I had always watched one of my friends online stream. He was one of my first online friends, and every time I saw him stream, I would always be so energized, and I wanted to give that kind of reaction to my viewers as well. I wanted to be someone that would lift spirits.
Is there a reason that you're not naming this person?
Oh, I can.
Oh yeah, do you
But
want to plug them?
yeah, it's Doovie. It's
Oh, it's
Doovier.
Doobie.
I haven't talked to him in a pretty long time, but I still thank him a lot for getting me into content creation.
So, how did you feel about transitioning to the path of a VTuber?
At least for my streams, I noticed that even with or without like a character or an image to my voice, I kind of felt not as connected to my chat. But I thought of it more of like just like I guess giving a face to myself because I don't like streaming with webcam.
I was just kind of like clickbait. Like I was using it as clickbait. I titled myself VTuber. It didn't really change anything about me besides maybe joining in a community and seeing a lot more other people who are doing the same thing as me.
Like I had this character and it's cool and all, but being able to show something on the screen that relates to me and can relate to the viewer, whether that just even be a still image and you can match the 2 points, it felt a lot kind of like it was meant to be.
I thought it was like a cool thing for people to see on stream. So like there's actually a person behind the screen and not just, you hear a voice and that's it.
I guess there was a whole culture around it by the time I joined in, even though I was a VTuber for so long, where there was like stuff like debuts or like VTubers doing different things. And like I said, it grew without me until I joined in and then I found out about it. And I was like, guys, you're just using a fucking mascot to represent yourself. I don't understand where everything else comes from. That seems more like stuff that other people do and add on to it. But there's a whole culture about it now. Like the transition was just like going from using it, just making it a clickbait title thing. It wasn't really any different besides maybe having more focus on it, more emphasis on the model than I had before. Lore too, I guess. You could say that too.
Lore.
There's a lot more emphasis basically.
So I was completely fine with transitioning very early before the VTuber boom. I didn't even know it was called a VTuber, I'm pretty sure.
What do you think about being a Proto-Vtuber, doing this before VTubing existed?
I feel like it's really cool watching the whole VTuber indie stuff boom. I think over the past like 1 or 2 years, yeah.
Sucks because I couldn't fucking capitalize on it without using the word VTuber. I feel like I would have been way more popular if I was using the term VTuber before everyone else was.
Yeah, probably.
I'm bitter about it. I'm bitter and jaded that I couldn't get the free clicks from the beginning of time, according to the beginning of VTubers.
Honestly, I don't think too much that special of it. Like, if I were to look at what a VTuber was then and look at what a VTuber is now, I wouldn't say the two things are similar, because VTubing now seems like it's, oh, you have to debut, you have to post covers, you have to, you have to be really out there, since the VTuber scene is so big now. But back like 3 years ago when I started, it was just something so chat could see me.
At the time, did you feel like you were doing something special without knowing it?
No, well, I guess it felt a little bit special because I was using a mascot to represent myself rather than a face cam.
Yeah, when I was doing stuff with the Vroid model, I was like, wow, I don't really see a lot of people doing it right now. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
I didn't think really that I was doing something special. It was more like it was just an alternative for me, since I'm way too nervous to be just doing a regular face cam.
I just felt like face cams were so boring because it wasn't an easy way to differentiate yourself from other people, especially when you're looking through Twitch videos or Twitch streams on the browsing category. With art, you could see people's thumbnails, you could see their art styles, but in gaming, it was all just the game, and there was no difference with it besides with some overlays. But with VTubing, it makes it much nicer to differentiate yourself and clearly show off your personality a little bit more.
With my own character, I have connection, I made my own plot and all that. It wasn't as special for others, but I guess it did hold a place in my heart as being special.
Whenever I go into other people's stream and they looked at my VOD or whatever, and I was like, yeah, you should do it. You should do it too. It's very cool. Because a lot of people I watched back then were like a bunch of artists. And I found like artists don't really show their face a lot for streams.
Yeah, like, I remember, I told you this, but like, you were like my first exposure to household VTubing, because Yeah, before I felt like the only thing you could do was how, because now AI did it with the whole full body setup and
Yeah.
everything. And like when I saw yours, I'm like, wait, it's possible. I was like thinking about making like my two girls in Vroid, and then like I would
Mhm.
have them like on screen or something. But yeah, I never ended up doing it, but it was cool at the time. So a bit about your appearance. Your current version has gone through some changes. What's the history behind the original design?
It started with me just using, I guess, persona, like it based off of how I look IRL. So I had red hair at one point, and so my original Sona had red hair, and then over time she got purple, and then she went through a bun phase because I really love Sailor Moon, which is why there's also a crescent moon on my head because Sailor Moon. um, and then after the whole bun phase came cat ears, and then sailor outfit because I thought it was cute. Because I really love the aesthetics and the styles of outfits on Yes Style. So I base a lot of my outfit designs and stuff from Yes Style. And then I felt like I wanted my own um type of outfit, something that was more unique. So I went for what I have right now, which is like a mash between techwear and flowery stuff.
Over time, as my likes and dislikes have grown, I have based it around my model as well. So I think around 4 years ago, I didn't like flowers as much, and then like all of a sudden there was this huge boom, and I'm like, huh, I really like flowers, and I feel like I could make a model based off like flowers and all the pastel things. My model now and then, the only updates have been my flowers and vines and the jacket on top of my dress. That's literally all that's changed. Like my character used to be so simple. It was just the cat with a white sundress. And even back then, I'm still connected to just the simpler version. Because, well, nobody really wants to draw complex things all the time, so many small details.
I used to be afraid of dolls, and the whole idea was I would take something I'm afraid of and then make it really hot. And I did that with the doll. And generally, it was actually just inspiration that I got because I saw a random piece of art on Twitter where there is a girl tied up in marionette strings in this position in like front of a window, and it was really cool. It was cool, and I wanted to draw something related to that. So what I did was I took a doll design, I took some Lolita clothing and some maid clothing and mixed them together into what we have in the original. The skin was a little bit more white, and my hair was more white. But this pink hair, or well, it's more white with a pinkish hue, helps differentiate myself a lot. Like instead of being blending in with the background, because white hair is not really good for streaming because it can blend in with background sometimes. But the whole design was to fuck your fear, right? Take something you're scared of and make it so incredibly attractive that you're not scared of it anymore.
Fuck your fear, huh?
It's a real form of therapy, apparently. I learned that way later.
What are the reasons for how it is now, and do you miss any of the old one?
Yeah. I miss a lot of my old I miss the cat ears and stuff. It was really cute with the bows and the sailor outfit too. But I feel like this current like outfit and like fennec fox, I love fennec foxes. They're my favorite animal. So I was really hesitant to switch between cat to fennec. But after like a while of thinking and trying to debate whether I wanted to or not, I finally just decided to go with it.
Aw, that's really nice. I
Yeah.
know that Omaru Polka, I think she is also a fennec fox. That's the only other fennec
From
fox I've ever heard of.
Is it from Hololive, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
5th gen. I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't even know fennec fox was a thing until like
Oh
you
my
guys
god.
like appeared. I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't know that you had like you were not purple at one point. I thought you were always purple.
Yeah, I was not purple at one point. Like at the very beginning stage, I was red.
I think that you should consider like bringing back some old outfits for yourself. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun too. Like have alternate outfits.
I know the changes for me was strictly for me. Like, if I were to change my model again, I feel like the only reason why it would be is because of my own interests. And if my chat didn't like it, well, I don't like my chat. Humph. I'm gonna change because that is human, and my chat can't control that.
Do you miss any of the old one? Well, I guess for you it's like it's just an evolution, right?
As I'm getting older, I guess I'm kind of showing that my models are getting older as well, since they're going as well through so many changes.
Hand tracking was nice, but this is much easier on me. It's hand tracking would burn a hole in my chest when doing it, and this is just I like how I look. It's good clickbait. I'm pretty. I can make thumbnails easier. It just makes my life a lot easier. And honestly, 2D designs or just like a really nice model, as somebody who's an experienced streamer, it helps. It really helps to boost viewership a lot more than what I had before. And I like the model I had before. It's what got me into VTubing, and I had it for like 5 years. But having a new model that's live 2D, it's really good for just screenshots and clickbait and shit posts, because you can do a lot of things where if I just zoom in, it's just a lot funnier and it's much easier with the cutscenes, the hitboxes, or the not the hitboxes. What the fuck is the word for it? The random screen caps of fun like moments in stream. Like if I'm scared, like and stuff like that. It's a lot more easy to move around, if that makes sense. It's more memeable, and that helps a lot with streaming because it gets everything all set up pretty nicely.
So you used to be 3D in the past and have switched to 2D now. What's the reason for the switch?
Clickbait, memeability. Also, it's much easier on me to be 2D than 3D because 3D was a lot more intensive. You had to work a lot more for it.
Back then, I felt like I was pretty inept at at coloring over, like the shader, I guess. Like coloring over the skinning on Vroid I felt like was so difficult for me for some reason. But I feel like I really prefer the 2D look because it looks more of really pleasing to look at because of all the colors and stuff and the shading and so many things you could do with it. I know 3D models have very limited coloring because of what is it called? They have mostly like cell shading. I don't think I've ever seen one that has like really intense shading. But I prefer the really colorful look with all the shading and stuff from the artist that you choose, or if you draw it yourself.
I think really the main reason is because I'm lazy. No, there's so many. I guess it's really just me following the chain of. There's just so many more live 2D models, and I found such a like specific charm about it. Since one, you're supporting normally 2 different creators instead of one, and plus I wanted to really try out the program first. So me just switching over was, I guess, part of just the whole, it is it's part of the whole wave of VTubers. I guess it's mostly just so it could fit in more.
Would you like to showcase some of the unique things you can do?
I'll be honest, I went very, very simple with my model. So I can literally I can wink. That's mostly it. My 3D model didn't used to be able to wink. So like, I don't know why, but I'm so proud that I can wink. I can show that I can wink. So many models can't. Can I wink in my other eye? I can. That's a flex. There's so many models that can't.
I think that's funny.
It's pretty funny.
Okay, so I can I have a few different expressions. I have the derpy eyes, my favorite. These good too. I have sparkly tears. My tears jiggle. They have physics. And then I have blushies. This little mouth tail. And a pout. I actually was a little bit unaware that it jiggled around a little bit too. My ears can go down. And tail go up. I want a waggly tail at one point though. Yeah, that's everything my model can do right now.
Sure, I have a lot of things. I can, for one, I can step. I actually have a third dimension where I can move forward like this. I have different things I can do where I can move my hands around as well. And there's also hand tracking that I have now too. So I can use my hands to track stuff too. Moving in and out.
I saw you were one of the people who were like on the hand tracking video. I remember seeing that. I
have live 2D hand tracking. But besides that, I also have the ability to take my head off and put it on and use that. Just have it comfortably rest in my hands like this.
That is my favorite one. It's amazing. I love this one. Like the rigging for this is like blows my mind.
It's pretty good. Put my head back on.
Plunk.
Can so fall a little bit and then catch it and put it back on too. We have I can laugh. I can go hee hee hee. Ho ho ho. Your penis is small. And then I can stop laughing. As well as I have a curtsy when I want to be elegant and welcome people into the stream. Spend 3 hours in front of the mirror practicing that. Learned how to do that pretty easily.
Wow.
I also just have this hand size motion as well. There's a lot of different facial features I can do. I can be angry. I can think you're disgusting. I can be happy, where I'm just forced into a happy smile, even though the depression and everything else is slowly filling inside of my brain. But look, the forced smile is there. I can be sad. I can be like, this is so sad. Can we get 5 gifted subs in the chat? As well as I can be shy. Oh my god. What do you mean, wife? I'm a man. We also have blushes. Not that, that's more confusion. We have blushes, like I said. And we have just closed eyes. And there's a few more other things that I can think of. Like I have this. It helps with the hand tracking. I also have this. And I have some eyes that I never use because I don't have a situation to use this in. And last but not least, I have something where I can take my head off using my hand, but that's something I have to set up properly for that. So I can't do that here.
So as an artist, is there a reason that you didn't draw your own model and had someone else create it instead?
I can't draw my own characters. I'm too perfectionist with it. Because if I had to draw my own model, one, I don't think I'd be able to commit to that. Two, having to draw your own character and then have it be something that you're going to stare at every day for who knows how long is something I could not commit to. It would be mind-boggling. I'd have to update it all the time, and that would be so painful. As well as it's just easier to have somebody else do it because it's nicer to look at somebody else's art than my own art. My model creation process was a pain in the ass. I had so many people when we were setting up for debut have to cancel me or cancel on on art commissions, or they just didn't respond for 7 months. I actually had another model maker who originally was working on my model, and they just didn't reply to me for months, 5 months, no response, and I never got a refund from them. So
Whoa.
that kind of sucks. And then yeah, I had to find a completely different model maker to get this one. And thankfully, I love this one. I am more happy and satisfied with this one than the original one. But it was a whole pain in the ass trying to get everything set up. Working on the model, obviously the titties came out bigger than what I expected. The colors are a lot different from before. But my art mom is actually colorblind, which is pretty cool. And I take pride
Whoa.
in that they were able to do such a great job with the colors.
So I did attempt to draw my model, but then like I was sitting there staring at my style and I was like, I feel like my style doesn't really suit how um I want my model to look. It doesn't fit my vision, basically. And so I decided to just go ahead and choose one of my two favorite artists to draw my model instead, because I really look up to the one I chose was Hyana Natsu, and I really look up to her style a lot, and it's so colorful, and I feel like it fits more of me, my personality more. I did a redesign for myself because I did have this outfit with the cat ears, and so I was like, I was having that whole debate thing, right, with between switching between cat and fox, and then I just decided to go for it because I wanted to get a model, and I was doing like I made a list of people that I wanted to commission for the art. I chose between two people. It was either Hyana Natsu or Sasuchi, and I went with Hyana because I think I saw what's it? I saw Flossie have the model, and I was like, oh my god, it looks gorgeous, and I want it now. And it absolutely fits the whole colorful thing. I really love it. But I didn't think about having someone rig it for a while. I honestly thought I was gonna rig it myself. But then like, personal circumstances and time passed and I felt like I couldn't rig it myself and I wouldn't have enough time to learn. So I decided to just like find someone to rig it. And by luck, oh my god, Hyana retweeted Twin Tails. I can never say her name right. Twin Tails. Twin. Hyana retweeted one of their Twitter posts for commissions being open. And I was like, after going through their demos, and their rigging looks insane. And to this day, their rigging is still amazing.
So I am creating my own model, and I think it's mostly just because I wanted the feeling of seeing my own art come alive again and see if that I can do so much better than the model right now. Even for like a detailed model like the one I'm using right now, is my bangs are separated into 6 different pieces. My little floofs on the side of my hair are like 3 separate pieces. And you have to make sure that nothing goes out of the line. You have to make sure that there's extra hair beneath it so it flows well. And even just doing that, as somebody like who's done art for such a long time, I couldn't wrap my hand around it. I didn't understand what I needed to do. And then you have to go you have to name all your layers, you have to organize your layers and like all the proper ways. It was such a hassle. But my rigger, Ichino's Curry, after her revisions and her telling me what I needed to change, what I needed to add. It was a stressful process, but being able to see your own art come alive, I feel like a mother. like this is my baby that we had made. And even though, yeah, it got its flaws because I've never made a model before, it's still so good. I'm very willing to do it again.
So yeah, we're almost done, and I have a question that specifically for you that we're not going to ask the other people. So Arty, would you like to tell us how to make holy water?
Oh God! Do you know how to make holy water? You just boil the shit out of it.
The hell out of it!
The hell, fuck!
We're not swearing in this fucking stream already. Shut the fuck up. Learn how to fucking speak for once.
You couldn't even tell the joke right. You couldn't even tell the joke right.
Why did you ask me this cursed question? I have learned better. I am a better person now. I have learned you boil the hell out of it. You don't boil the shit out of it.
I'll play the clip. It'll be good. Okay.
Oh no.
So Kiuu, when I met you, I gave you my Synapse charm, the literal last, like, one of the Synapse charms, and I requested.
I definitely didn't steal.
And I requested an awu, but you were too embarrassed to do it at the time. So may I redeem my awu now?
What the hell? I thought the rule was the people in the call had to do it with you.
Actually, wait.
Oh, really? Is that true?
I mean... Yes, you can redeem your awu now. Which is still so funny because my model's a cat. Why do I howl?
Wait, I thought you were a wolf.
No, I'm a cat.
Well, I asked you. You told me you were a wolf so many times.
I mean, I think every time I did, I said it. Well, I'm pretty much a wolf.
So Joel, you also kind of mentioned this, but I've heard that your mass amount of testosterone is stored in your chest area. Is this true?
That's not true. That's not where that's stored. There's no testosterone. There's nothing in my titties. There's nothing there. That's not a thing. Oh my god. Stop calling me mistress. I'm a man. I am a male. Manly. I have testosterone stored in these bitties.
So, final question, Arty. So,
Yes.
Do you know the annoying orange?
Yes, I am aware of the annoying orange.
Do you personally consider him the first VTuber to ever exist?
God. The fruit tuber?
The fruit tuber. But do you consider him a VTuber?
Honestly, I can't say that he wouldn't be a VTuber. I guess that's up to him to decide if he wants to be or not.
Do you know the annoying orange?
Hey Apple. Hey Apple. Hey Apple. Hey Apple.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. So, do you personally consider the annoying orange the first VTuber?
Yes.
Okay.
Our Lord and Savior Annoying Orange is definitely one of the first VTubers. 100%.
Oh my god.
And if
thank
people
you.
are mad at that, I can't believe you.
So, final question. Do you know the annoying orange?
I do. No, he's not a VTuber.
Oh, that was gonna be the final question. Do you consider him the first VTuber?
I don't consider annoying orange a VTuber.
Is there a reason why?
He used his face in it, right? He put his face. There was no face tracking. There was no tracking anywhere. It was editing. He recorded his face and then he edited his face onto another character. That's more shit posting than VTubing.
I guess, yeah. Wait, that's actually kind of right. I've actually never thought of it that way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for coming today. Where can the people find you, and is there anything you want to plug?
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok as Artysaur, except for TikTok. TikTok is 2 R's for Artysaur. Yeah, thank
Okay,
you for
cool.
having me.
I don't really have much to plug besides from my Twitter, which is just Kiuuyri, Kiuuyri. And honestly, you could really find me anywhere with that. I don't really change that besides from on League.
You can find me at Porcelainmaid on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. I have a YouTube channel as well, and you can find me in all those areas. Twitter is for video clips of my stream, which are edited really well as art and funny tweets. And you can see art of me and fan art like that there too. As well as TikTok is for shorts that I make on my free time. YouTube is highly edited versions of my streams. They're cut down from 4 hours to 6 hours to like 15 minutes of highlights, which is great. And that's about it. Word of advice, you know, just do whatever you're comfortable with if you want to be a VTuber. I'm a man. I'm a highly testosterone man. I'm not like feminine at all. You know, there's not even femboy qualities or anything, but I'm using a very pretty, elegant female model. And yet people like that. So just do whatever you're comfortable with. Who gives a shit? Do what's fun.
I hope you guys had a fun time listening in on some Proto-Vtubers. I guess you never know, right? You might be doing something special and cool before everyone else realizes it's special and cool. I had this idea on my mind for a while, and I thought doing an interview style would be interesting. Glad I finally got around to making this. It was really messy to edit, but I feel like it turned out well. Thanks so much again to Arty, Jowol, and Kiuu for agreeing to be interviewed. Once again, you can find them in the links below. So yeah, thanks again for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see y'all in the next one.
私たちはこの動画でスタジオを管理する以外はあんまりやってないね。そうね。次の動画でもっとやれるかもしれないかな。
Cool. All right, we're done.
Ow!